Alan Shepard and Edgar Mitchell blasted off from the lunar surface this afternoon to start their 3-day return trip to Earth. In today's exploration of the moon's surface, the two astronauts mixed in some fun with their various scientific assignments. Captain Shepard even took time out for golf. David Shoemaker reports.
Yeah, it's nice to be up a sunny day again. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here at Small Morrow Base.
A cheery report from Al Shepard.
Yeah, nice time to get a picture of home sweet home right straight up there.
The astronauts didn't have much time to enjoy the day. There was just too much listed in their schedule. More, as it turned out, than they could accomplish. The prime objective was to climb the slope of Cone Crater, but the grade was steeper than they expected, and they were forced to give up. Shepard and Mitchell were tired, and Mission Control finally directed them to turn back. They did, however, make quite a haul of rocks, 108 pounds, and scientists say that not much more could have been accomplished by actually getting to the rim of Cone Crater. Shepard and Mitchell also took slices from beneath the lunar surface with core tube drills and shovels. And when they finally returned to the lunar module Antares 4.5 hours later, Shepard, in the spirit of Saturday afternoons, teed off at the first Lunar Open.
Houston, while you're looking at it up, you might recognize what I have in my hand is the handle for the contingency sample return. It just so happens to have a genuine 6-iron on the bottom of it. In my left hand, I have a little white pellet that's familiar to millions of Americans. Drop it down. Unfortunately, the suit is so stiff I can't do this with 2 hands, but I'm going to try a little sand trap shot here. Before I touch them below, here we go again.
That looked like a slice to me, Al.
There we go. Ready to die. One more. Miles and miles and miles. This is the greatest Javelin throw of the century. See if it is. Oh, Lefty himself. Outstanding. Right in the middle of the crater, space stabilized. Wasn't bad at all. Beautiful. Beautiful.
That Javelin-looking throwaway item was possibly the solar wind pole.
Despite the fun, there was a good deal of concern over what came next, liftoff and redocking with the command module.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have ignition. What a liftoff. And liftoff. Roger, ignition. Boom. Pitch over. 10 seconds. Roger. Hey, baby. Pitch over is good. We confirm auto ignition. We've got you on television, and it's looking beautiful. You've lost a little weight since the last time I saw you.
The concern, of course, was over the docking mechanism. Last Sunday, the astronauts tried 6 times before they successfully docked. If the mechanism failed today, their lives would depend on a spacewalk from the LEM to the command module piloted by Rusa. The astronauts and Mission Control played it cool. It's part of the code of the space program, and only afterwards did they reveal how much was riding on the maneuver.
Okay, we captured. Beautiful, normal docking. Okay. And we got a hard dock. Beautiful. A big sigh of relief being breathed around here. All over the world there is. You ought to try it from up here.
The astronauts and their valuable rock samples are now safely inside the command module. Tonight they'll fire out of lunar orbit and head for splashdown in the Pacific Tuesday afternoon. David Shoemaker, CBS News, Space Headquarters, New York.
The golf world went bananas today when it heard Alan Shepard was using a 6-iron on the moon. Golf magazine quickly made Shepard an honorary member of its All-American team. United Press International countered by assigning one of its sports reporters to handle the story. The Associated Press then dispatched a reporter to interview Shepard's golf pro at Houston's River Oaks Country Club. And before the day was out, the world had been informed about Shepard's handicap, his backswing, what Arnold Palmer thought, what Sam McDowell thought, what Gino Capoletti thought, whether Shepard had replaced his divot, and even the name of the company which made the 6-iron club head. The Apollo 14 astronauts tonight are heading toward their Tuesday splashdown in the Pacific, and except for a minor mid-course correction, it appears to be a perfect flight back to Earth. David Shoemaker reports.
Like many other Saturday golfers, the astronauts slept late this morning, and moonwalkers Shepard and Mitchell slept an hour longer than Stuart Roosa. Mission Control then read them the Sunday papers with heavy emphasis on sports results, new inventions, and features. NASA says the astronauts received the kind of news they want to hear, and apparently that does not include the war in Asia, politics in Washington, or dissent anywhere. Early this afternoon, the astronauts made a minor course change, just a half mile an hour. In the past, they wouldn't have bothered, but there's a savings in fuel making changes now farther away from Earth and later. And Apollo 14 has been just a little short of fuel ever since the docking problem a week ago. Tonight, the astronauts perform what are listed as 4 scientific experiments, but demonstrations might be the better word. NASA would like to convince the general public of the practical value of spaceflight, and so the demonstrations will prove how much better liquids separate or crystallize in zero gravity. They do, and it would be helpful in certain chemical processes, for instance, making vaccines, but the cost is still prohibitive. David Shoemaker, CBS News, Space Headquarters, New York.